Oh, what's going on, guys? You know what? I just want to kind of talk and bullshit since I haven't been on YouTube for a little bit, so I'm making another video. This pretty much doesn't have any content. This is me just continuing to sharpen the S90v. I'm gonna listen to some music. Haven't done this on my channel in a while. Put music to it because I was talking to John, J Davis 82. And I'm sure you guys have seen his video. He got kicked out of AdSense, which is very unfortunate. The guy is putting a lot of effort into YouTube. He's doing a lot of great things for the knife community, and he gets booted from AdSense because, well, you guys know the drama. I'm sure you guys have seen some of those drama videos and all that girly bullshit. And if you're a female watching this, a girl, I'm sorry the term is girly bullshit. I'm sorry, it's just women or girl drama. That's just a stereotype. That's just a cliche. I don't mean it attacks on you personally. I definitely know women that are less drama-fied than this. That reminds me of high school stuff. Whatever. I don't care. I didn't make a video on it on purpose because it's fucking stupid. But anyway, so he got kicked off of AdSense, very unfortunately, which is sad because he was making good money and he was putting a lot of time and effort and value to the knife community on YouTube, which blows. Thankfully, he's still doing stuff. He's still going to contribute and put videos on because he just loves doing it. And that's the kind of guy he is, and that's speaks a lot about a person. That's good stuff. I had AdSense. Notice I said had. I got an email like an hour ago, and it said, due to blah blah blah, bullshit, your activity or your account's been disabled. Pretty much the same thing, that same exact thing he got. They're thinking that there was fraudulent clicks or some crap like that. Which, guys, he said in his own video, in a month he made like $120, which is great. That's really helpful towards his channel. In my time, I was doing it for about a month or two, maybe. Not even. Probably like a month, half of 1 month into the other. I made $20. $20 was my AdSense account. Like $24. Which is cool, because it was free, pretty much. Just my time making these videos, which I like to do. But, it's nothing. With AdSense, you don't get paid until you reach 100. And that's like the next month. It almost seems like they're trying to take forever to get you paid, so that they can find fraudulent clicks somehow, but get advertising out of it. Because what happened to him, with AdSense, you make your money, and they'll pay you out to like the month after the month you made $100. And then they send you a check for whatever it is. So that gives them a lot of time to be able to research and say, oh, you might have had a fraudulent click. And when you do have a fraudulent click, it's not like Google pays out the money that you had at the time and disables your account. They take the money away. It's like for safety, we took the money away and gave it back to our AdSense customers, or like pretty much the people that pay for the ads, to protect them from being scammed or something. Which is comical because, in other words, we just advertised for them. Everybody who has AdSense, they got kicked, especially John because he has so many views, and everybody else. I'm just using him as an example. Those advertising people in Google gets paid for those ads no matter what, and now they get John's and mine share for those ads as well. Meanwhile, the channel, the user, gets nothing, and they just let people advertise on their channel for free for however many months if they didn't get paid. Does that sound like a fucking scam to you? Of course it is. Of course it sounds like one, because that's ridiculous. But you know what? We clicked agree to the deal and all that stuff. So I'm not pissed. I'm not mad at Google. I don't give a shit. I wasn't making money on it. $20, ooh, well, what would that get me? More sandpaper and stuff? I don't care. It's all right. I'm certainly not gonna stop doing videos because of that, because I wasn't making money anyway. Doesn't matter to me. But it's very unfortunate for him because he had higher hopes and he was putting a lot more effort into it and putting out more and better videos than I am. But it's just funny. I was just thinking about that, and I read some of the reasons why and the terms and stuff, and it's just comical because the terms are it says like our team of investigators, our specialized team of investigators that are probably outsourced and we pay, a box of cereal to, saw that, inspected this, and this, yada, yada, yada. And unfortunately, we have to disable your account for the safety of our advertising members or some bullshit like that. And it says, where was I going with that? They said like they disabled it because we saw, after doing a lot of research, some fraudulent clicks possibly, and we think this, and this. Trying to make it sound real professional, like they really investigated a lot. When in reality, at the bottom, it also says, keep in mind that Google has the right to cancel AdSense for no reason whatsoever. Literally, in one sentence, it says pretty much that exact thing. I'm not looking at it verbatim right now, but that's pretty much what they said. Pretty much verbatim. Which is comical. I just laughed at, 'cause it's like, yeah, I mean, we agree to it, but it's just funny to me that, they throw that in there. Of course they would. If their lawyers, if their people didn't have that being thrown in there, they would have hired bad lawyers. But it's just funny. Everybody's out for their own money. Everybody's out for business. So I kind of feel like, they're screwing some people. I feel like they kind of screwed John over, even if somebody did report. Because, I mean, what doesn't stop me from going on somebody I don't like's channel and saying, reporting, they're fraudulently clicking or fraudulently clicking too many times on their channel to get them kicked. And then I screw them over. It seems like they need a new way to do that. But whatever. I just thought it was funny that they did that to my channel. John, I can understand. He made $120 in a month. That's amazing. That's awesome. He also had a lot of views and a lot of viewers. I mean, whatever. But, my channel made $20. Who the hell's looking at that? You know how many hours they probably put in? Not hours, but even just to hire a lawyer, somebody to do that. They probably paid them $60 an hour, maybe, to look at my account. You know what I mean? Like, they got back $20 and they paid $60. I don't know. It's just funny to me, man. It's just comical. I don't know. It's just comical to me. It's kind of a rant. I guess I'll have to title that rant video just so you guys know what you're walking into. But yeah, so that's why the music. So, fuck them. Sorry for cursing or whatever, but it's just funny. And, they can do what they want, so, we can do what we want. So that's why I stopped putting music in the videos, because with AdSense also, you're not allowed to put music in your videos, because that could be copyright infringement and all that kind of crap. So you guys can look forward to music in my videos now. If you want a certain kind of music in the video, let me know. If you want to hear something. If you don't like Eminem in the background, or, if that makes it harder to hear me, let me know. But this song's pretty catchy to me. Eminem, Cinderella Man. I like it. But it's good. I felt like people liked it when I did it. They'd comment on the music and stuff like that. So I figure I'll keep doing it, right? I think I'm pretty much done with this, guys. I didn't really raise up a large burr, but I don't really plan to with S90v and sandpaper. I could be completely wrong on that. Maybe I just need to put more effort and more time into it, but I don't feel like doing that. I just want to get this working sharp again, which, I mean, the tip was alright, but I just want to get the tip working sharp again. Which I'm doing. As you can tell, it slices through paper, which is more than fine for an EDC. An ERD, I was about to say. Goofy mood, guys, whatever. I got a little bump right there. You can hear it run over it. So I think I'm going to switch up. Let's see what happens. Now, little information in this video. Little information with sharpness and sharpening, moving up levels, especially when you're using something like sandpaper, which isn't that aggressive to something like S90v. You really need to get your knife as sharp as you can at the level you're at before you bump up. I know it's hard to do because you're impatient, and not bad, guys. That's pretty good for sandpaper, right? It's not bad. The tip could use some more work probably, but I'm kind of That's not bad. It's in line. It's not rolled anymore. That's pretty clean, actually. I think I'm just going to bump up. If I want to come back and fix it up and perfect it another time, I will, but no big deal, right? Even if you don't use... Sometimes you guys can tell if you're using the wrong... If you're too low, you can tell without using Sharpie, because this shoulder right here, right from where the grind meets the bevel, that'll be worn. They'll kind of look shiny as well at a different angle than either the grind or the bevel, and that's when you know you've done a couple passes on that shoulder instead of the actual bevel. You know, just another thing to look at. Let's see how this polishes it up. I'm gonna be uploading these videos for friggin' years, man. I don't know why my camera takes forever to upload a video, but whatever. I'll just put it on and go out and do my things and whatnot. And also, clean sandpaper helps a lot, guys. You know, if you have a dirty, loaded sandpaper, just like anything else, just like a dirty stone isn't gonna cut as well as a good one. That's why you always see me wipe them down. Is this the best way to wipe them down? No idea, but it's quick and it kind of works. No, not bad. Alright, they're both fairly clean. So, sorry if these are boring, guys. Let me know, and I'll not do it. But I'll let you guys know that it's a lot of ranting and not too much stuff. I'm still doing work on the Manix too, as well, guys. Got that little sharpening tool that I had in that rod sharpener that I had. It came with the Smith's kit. I'm using that to round the shoulders a bit more, or put a little bit of a bevel on the top, on the spine of the knife. I don't know if I want to round it completely or just kind of put shoulders on it, like or I put like a bevel on it like the Zahn has. But I'm doing something to it. I'm gonna figure it out. It's looking cool. It's not, you know, it's experimentational, so it's not gonna be amazing, but it's cool. And I'm still working. Every once in a while, I'll grab some sandpaper and try and shave down the, you know, the flat grind going into the hollow grind, or that big drop off, which I was working on before, which was the whole point of the video, so you guys know what I'm talking about. But still working on that, and definitely made more progress than in the video I showed you guys. Hard to tell though. It's hard to tell. I mean, I'm removing micromillimeters at a time. So, but it's a work in progress. It's cool to do. It's hard work, but I like it. When you're doing this, make sure that when it's like you're holding the book here and the pages under the book bubble up, that'll go against your edge and that'll kind of kill the point of anything. So make sure this is flat. We'll get some tip work there, and then go back to the full swoop. And after sharpening a bunch of knives and doing things for a while, yeah, I'm definitely feeling a lot more comfortable. You can tell I can talk and do this, and I'm pretty much holding the same edge. And it's all with practice, man. It's all practice. It's all muscle memory. So you know, what I would even recommend, guys, if you want to learn, even if you don't like doing sandpaper, and you want to do real stones, that's fine, do it. But you might want to try and get some sandpaper. Get some 800 grit like this. You can't hurt it. You're not going to hurt anything like this. Yeah, if I do that, I'll mess up the edge a little bit. I'll dull it a little bit. But you can't really hurt anything with a higher grit sandpaper like this. It doesn't cut aggressively. So I don't know. I would almost recommend go get a cheap $20 knife. Get some 800 grit sandpaper, which you can probably both get at Walmart, and just go to town. Like, if you mess up like I just did there, do you hear that? My angle's too steep. So that's going to have to be corrected on this side. But go to Walmart, spend 25 bucks on this sandpaper, and, you know, a cheap knife. You can probably do even less, you know, get a cheap fixed blade, like for 13 bucks or whatever it is. Just get something cheap, beat the hell out of it, dull it up, have some fun, and then sharpen it. Don't dull up too much actually, because this doesn't cut aggressively. But you know, even just practice running the angle, get some muscle memory movement.